Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to do a little bit more work in my album for my granddaughter, Letters to Lyssy. This is one I started about 4 years ago. Originally it was all in this little book, you've all seen it before, and now I'm transferring all the pages that I did during that year into this album to make it a bit more fun for her, a bit more tactile and colourful, and a bit more squidgy, and yeah, got more lace and more of everything in it. So I've done quite a few pages now. I'm about I know I'm halfway because I got to 6 months. One of these pages is 6 months, but not these. I'm going to try and do 4 pages today. So I've done a little bit of thinking about it beforehand, just because it takes a little while to figure out what I want to do. So I want to do a background for each of the pages without dominating what was originally there, which is the page that I made the week that I saw her. And so each page just needs to enhance this one. This background needs to enhance this one, not overtake it. So I really needed, because of the page before, which has all been done with some red stamping, which looks great, really like it, but it does show through because the pages are quite thin. This is just copy paper I've used. So I really need to cover that up. So I had to think about how I was going to do that, and stick with the colour scheme that I've used on this page. So what I've come up with, so it's really this side. This side is okay because it's just still white, so I don't have to do too much on that side. I do want to put something, of course. So I've got this piece of napkin, which I want to put about there, which covers up pretty much all of that. And I think the colour works reasonably well with the background. I did have a purple one as well, but this is quite a dark purpley colour, so I wanted to go with this, which is almost really a bluey purple. So the colours aren't perfect, but it's close. And then I've got this piece of fabric. The whole piece, it's kind of multicoloured, so I've used other parts of it on other pages. You can see multicoloured strips of hearts, which is lovely because you can just use different bits for different pages. So I've picked out this piece because I think it goes really well just to put down this side. I'd love to ruffle it, but because it's in the middle, on the inside, nearer the spine, I'm just going to have to keep it flat, but just cover up that background there and pop that there. And then I'd already made a ruffle, and it has the same colours, so I'm going to pop that on that side. So that's pretty much where I'm going with this. So I think I just need to pop those on, and then we can move on. I don't want this to be a long video. I'm actually going out for lunch in about just over an hour, so I need to crack on with this. So I'm going to do this piece of napkin first, and I need my glue stick for that. Just move that one out of the way. Yeah, I've been playing around with colours on there. So we'll get to that in a moment. Right, so I'm going to just put some glue stick all over this. Try to keep it on the page and not go. Perhaps I should put something underneath, just in case I go over the edge. Grab a piece of the page, pop it under there. So how much do I need? Needs to go down to about here. Okay. I think I just want to, do I need to straighten up? I don't know if I need to worry too much about straightening up that edge, because it might be, by the time it's blended in, it's not really going to show. It's going to be covered up by some of the ruffle at least. So I'm just going to smooth that on, and really the red has pretty much disappeared now. Excuse me. I think I've got some sort of allergy makes me cough. Even though I take antihistamines every day. It hasn't completely cured my cough, but it's a lot better than it was. Okay. So that's the start. Let's see how that... So yeah, so that's quite nice there. And yeah. Right, so the next thing to go on is this piece of fabric, which I'm just going to pop there. So I've torn on this edge, so it's got a nice soft fluffy edge, which I do like. And when I put it on, I'll trim it off after. Or I might just have a little bit dangling. Perhaps I'll just tear a piece off, make it a little bit long, and tear it so I've got a little soft, if I can tear it. See if it will tear, because I'm not very good at these small pieces. It's starting. Yeah. No, it's not letting me. It's very easy to tear the other way, but it's proving a little bit tricky to do it this way. I've made a start. I think it would tear, it's just my hands aren't strong enough, so I'll just snip that off and encourage it to fray a little bit. Right. I think I'm going to try sticking that on with this, my tacky glue, because I've seen Tina using that for fabric and it seems to work quite well, and it's quite a thin fabric, so I don't think I need the Fabri-Tac. If I can get this to start coming out, I really need to refill my bottle, I think. And there's still a fair amount in there. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to just spread it a bit with my little spreader. There we are. And let's pop this on here. I think it's still a little bit long anyway, so I'm just going to trim it that little bit more. Okay. I'm sure it'll fray up nicely, like this sidey bits. Okay, so I think, so that looks quite nice there. And I'm going to put this up here, up the side. Now, down the bottom here, you can see there's still lots of red showing through at the bottom. So I've got this sticker sheet, which is all about, you know, babies and baby things. And it just says at this one at the top, I was looking for the purple ones to see if they'll go. This one's cute as a button, and I've got another one here which is too big. Well, it's okay depth-wise, it's not long enough. Don't think this one's long enough as well either. It says 10 little fingers, 10 little toes. So I think I'm going to use this cute as a button, which should just nicely cover up the red stamping. I hope. At least most of it. Maybe I better put something else in the corner. Gosh, I've had this sticker sheet for goodness knows how long. I think it was one of the first things I bought when I started scrapbooking, and that was many, many years ago. And as you can see, I've hardly used any of it. I've used a couple. Can't get the cup. Oh, that's it. Okay. So that one is going to go right there. And because it's old, I'm going to add some extra glue. I don't trust it. stick without a bit of extra help. It does feel quite sticky. And I'll see if I can just pop it under here a little bit. That across the bottom there. And I can just bring that down. And that will just cover it up. Just go up to the edge there. That'll work very well. Yep, happy with that. And let's go. I have to be careful with these little bits where I've torn it out of the book. Make sure they all get glued down nice and securely. Oops. That's what happens. The piece will have to come off now. No, I think I want to use Fabri-Tac for the ruffle, just because it's a bit thicker. Alright, I've Fabri-Tac'd the ruffle. Just popping that down, down on that side there. Yep, liking that. I also found this little flower, which matches the ones I'd used before, so I wondered whether to pop that on that corner. It just brings the whole thing together. So I think I might do that. I've just got to find another little gem to go in the middle. So I've got my little box of sticky gems, and so I need a little sparkler to go in the middle. I think, is that the right size? No, it looks a different colour. I need a clear one. Have I got any? That size, they're too big. Oh, is that the size? That's a bit big as well. Must be one of these. They look too small. Typical, I haven't got the right size. Well, I'll have to just improvise with what I have got. That's a bit disappointing. Don't know what I used, it was so long ago. Probably used them up. Well, we'll see. See what looks best when I come to when I've stuck it on. So I'm going to stick a little flower up in this corner here. Like that. See what we can find in the way of a gemstone to go in the middle. So That look okay. It looks a little bit small. These are all a little bit big. Let's have a look. I think that will be alright. A little bit bigger, but otherwise I think it just would just disappear, the little ones. Right, so that page is done. Let's move on. Take that out now. And have a look at the next one. What did I do with it? There it is. So this is quite a tricky one because it's got so many colours in it. I think I just threw all the stickers at it, this one. I didn't really know what there was no obvious colour scheme, so I just added loads of stickers that I had and cut out lots of hearts. I think it was out of a paper pad or something. So I had to pick a colour just to put in the background, so I decided to go for a green just because I didn't want it to clash with this this side. So I've gone for a green and I've picked, this is the Distress Oxide in Mowed Lawn, and then I wanted to use a stencil. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this Tim Holtz stencil in the background. I'm going to try and do it really lightly. So I'm going to perhaps use this as a tap off page, so I really don't want the green to come out too dark. But because it's an oxide, it has a tendency to do that. I've got to just lightly do a bit of light coverage. I want to try and go right into the crease if I can. Without being, don't want it to be too dark, but at the same time I want it to go right into that crease though. I'm not sure how well I'm doing here. It's not doing too badly. It may not even be that visible from on camera, I'm not sure, because I really just wanted a light background. Actually, I think I'd be better off using a brush, wouldn't I? That's what I usually use for stenciling. And I had forgotten, because I haven't done it for a while, I had forgotten that I use these usually. They're much easier to get into little holes. Okay. Oh, I better put that book page behind again. Where's it gone? Oh, it's actually here. I'm using it, but I also want it to stop me going over any of the other pages. I think just a little bit more at the top here, actually. And a bit more into this corner. Okay. See how that looks with the page in place. See if I've done enough. It's not too bad. It's a bit lacking down here. I wonder if I can find a nice bit of washi to go down this central piece. Perhaps I'll have a quick look to see what I've got in the way of washi tape. I haven't got a lot of green. Let's have a little look. Or maybe a colour that would work with the green. Do I have any green really? I have a bit. I've got this, but it's very narrow. Quite dark as well. A little bit on the Christmassy looking side. Again, I've got this one. This might work actually. It's a really old one, but I do think that might just give me that bit of coverage down that side that I need. Got this one as well, but again it's very narrow. Pretty colour. Too narrow. Okay, let's try that other one. Put some extra glue on this one because it is quite an old one. Which is why it's not peeling very well. I think it'll be alright when I get it going. I hope. I hope it'll stop tearing. There we are. Okay. This bit off the top. Where it keeps tearing. What's going on here? It's got itself all curled up. Okay, that should do it. Okay, that cut right into the middle. There we are. I'm liking that more than the bit of stenciling. Trim it off. And then I might just put a bit of the green around the edge. Yeah, that works quite well. Just ties the colour all together. Right. And I was thinking about a bit of lace along the side here. Get this one out the way, tuck those in. I think I was thinking about a bit of lace down the side. Let's see. Yes, I think I did get some out. Where did I put it? Over here. This might work. Might be too wide, but I think the colour's quite nice with these. Brings out the colours of the hearts. It's just a pale, sort of slightly peachy, warm pink. It may not show up that well on camera as a pink. It might just look almost like a cream. I think that might be quite nice just there. I wonder whether to just have it not on all the whole page, just on that bit. Not sure. Let's just try trimming it off. So it's sticking out a little bit. I like it to stick out a little bit. And then, let's see, I've got some stickers that might just be quite nice. This one says so much love. And I've also got some little enamel shapes. Don't know if they were what I wanted on here. I might put a little something down the bottom there. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this bit of lace down the side, and see how it looks. I need to feel like I need to get a new one of these. All my glues are getting low. The edge of the pages. Yep, I think that will be fine. Just feel like it needs something along here somehow. I've got some more stickers. Some of these, they've got some green. What's this one? Okay, that green one might go in there nicely. Let's have a look. Not there. Perhaps up here. Let's make sure I've got enough glue. In the middle, over to this side. Yeah, one under here. Pop it under there. It says the only thing worth stealing is a kiss from a sleeping child. Well, she's not asleep in this one, but the colour goes. I think that'll be that. So that's that one. It's my green page. Right, there we are. I might be better off using a little card just to make sure it's stuck down. Okay. Right, happy with those two. And next, the next 2 pages. Take that one out. Well, that's handy because this colour goes quite well. I can't remember what was on that page. That colour goes quite nicely on there, doesn't it? Right. It's getting quite thick. Look at all that lovely fluffy stuff at the sides. I do like all the lace and all the ruffles. I love how that's coming along. It's going to be lovely and chunky by the end. So I hope she enjoys it. Although I'm going to have to be careful where I stick these because this is now getting quite fat in the middle. Right. So I need to do some background on here. And I had chosen one. I don't know what I did with it. Right, so yes, I remember what I was going to do. This one is when she was 6 months. And I've just gone around it in a peach on here, a peachy, I imagine I used this one, dried marigold, distress ink. So I'm going to do the same on the page, just do it very lightly all over the page, well, all over the outside of the page, with my little brush to bring in that colour again. And because it's a distress ink, it's not quite so pigmented, so I don't have to worry about it being too dark. More of a worry as to whether I'm going to get enough colour on it. I'm not using what's this? Something's bothering me, something's sticking out. Where is it? Aha. It's there. Must be off the bit of fabric. Right, so let's just keep going with this peach. Just going to rub it on all around the edge. It's a little bit wet from the glue from the previous page, which is a bit of a shame, but I think it'd be fine because most of it would be covered up anyway. It's going to get more and more tricky to work in, I think, as it gets fatter. Okay, so let's have a look. So I've got enough colour there. Yep, so I've got the background colour. And then I think what I want to do, just got to decide on the colour. I've got, because it says 6 months, and I want it to be a little bit more interesting in the background, I thought I'd stamp the number 6 randomly about the page. Not that there's much room, so I might have to do it over the edge. It's just a case of what colour I use. So before I do that, I've got to decide if I want anything else in the background, because otherwise it's a bit on the plain side. I really would like to do some more lace, because I feel like it needs something pretty to celebrate the occasion. I don't know if I've got any fabric that will go with that colour, apart from more hearts, because I've got that, and actually that would go really well, wouldn't it? Okay, let's try that. Why not? Got quite a narrow piece, but it's got the green and the peach in it, and that would go really nicely. It's not really long enough to ruffle if I wanted to go all the way down, but I could just pop it on like that. Maybe I could just scrunch it a little. So maybe that's what I'll do. And then there might be some extra little stickers or something I can add as well. Let's get this on then. Do I want to edge? I think I might want to edge the paper again, because I quite like that. It just looks a bit more defined. Depends how it come out. Yeah. Okay. She got herself in a right mess in this picture. So I think I'm going to put on a lipstick. I've got a sticker of a bib, so I might put that on because she definitely needed it that day. Got herself in a lovely old mess, but she had a lovely time eating mashed banana and bits of toast. Right, on the edge. Okay, let's do... Let's put the glue on. Okay. It's about central. I think perhaps the best thing to use would be a dry wipe. Might be a bit gentler than using a card. Something lumpy under here. What's that? Oh, I think that must be where the, yeah, it's going into the little stone there. Okay, never mind. Okay, and right, so our next thing will be to put a little bit of fabric down the edge. And it goes quite nicely with this bit of lace here too. Okay. I think I might use glitter glue for this time. Might be a bit stronger. Doesn't need to be that strong really, but it's a case of what feels right at the time, isn't it? Go right to the edge. No, that doesn't feel straight. It's better. Okay. Now I'm going to try, I don't know if it's going to be dark enough to stamp with this, but I don't really want it to be too dark, so I might go, let's see how this looks, and if it doesn't look bright enough I will go for the sepia maybe, archival. Normally stamping with these isn't always such a great idea, I don't know, with the distress inks. Let's see how it looks. Oh, actually that comes out quite well. Let's do one here. Yep, number 6s. Gosh, she's 6 months. Do one not quite as dark. And there. Into one there. And again. Okay. That'll do. Maybe I'll try doing one just there. Don't know if that'll come out. Not too bad. Okay. We have 6s. And we've got some little enamel stickers. Which actually go quite well colour-wise. See how that goes. That'll go on here like that. It's going to come off. Oh, maybe not. Stick it quite well. Like something across the bottom here. Got any more stickers that would... No, the colours are not right. What else have I got? I've got another sheet of stickers here. This one actually does have the months as well, so I'm just going to, might as well use my 6-month stamps because it's almost in see-through, but it's the right colour, so I just thought I'd pop that down there as well. Here we are, 6 months. That'll do for that page, I think. Let's hope that stays on there, we'll see. Right. I might try and do one more before the end of the video, but for now I have to leave it because I've got to go and get ready to go out, but I might come back and finish this later. Okay, I'm back from my lunch. It was very, very nice. We had a really nice time, lots of catching up. But I just wanted to come back on and just finish off this last page, which hopefully won't take too long. As you can see, it's very, very pink. So I thought what I might do is back it with this bit of tissue paper, which is got these shiny pink butterflies on it, and put that behind. I'll have to see how that looks, but I think that's what I would like to do. And I'll trim it off afterwards, I think. Glue it on first. So I think I'm just going to try and glue it on with some glue sticks. I'm just going to put this behind it. So that we don't get any glue going over the edges. Okay, and then we pop that there. So I've just got a few pink butterflies poking out. Now I did wonder, I've got some possible washi tape just to go along this edge. I've got a couple of options. Got that one, which is quite nice with the pink hearts. The other one I think that I picked out goes quite well, but it is a bit, maybe a bit too wide. Yeah, I think that's too wide. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one. Right, let's do this out the way for a second, then I can put this on. I think the heart's going inwards, like that. There. Right. Trim that off. Nope, not quite enough. Right, let's just pop that there. Now the other thing I thought I might be able to put on there, but I don't know how it'll look. Get that. Put my top on. So I've got a little snippet that I did ages ago, or a cluster, or whatever you want to call it. Thought that might look quite nice across that corner there, because you've got the butterfly, got the colours. So that might look alright. And also I was a bit wondering if this would look a bit bare along the edge. So I don't know. I'm thinking about lace. I also made this kind of little ruffle with more of the tissue paper. I don't know. It's too big, but I could cut it down. Let's see how it looks trimmed down. See if maybe that would look okay. And trim it down the other side as well. Doesn't want to be very wide. to enhance that bit of, so I could possibly tuck that underneath. It looks a bit more concentrated, a little bit more fancy along the edge there, and maybe have that there. Maybe I'll do that. With or without. Looks a bit bare now, doesn't it? My other thought was to put a bit of lace down there. I suppose I could have a look, see how that might look. I have used laced quite a lot in this. I just thought a tissue ruffle might look different. Some pretty white lace is what we need, but not too wide. Is that going to work? Got this bit of broderie anglais, maybe that would work. I thought this was going to be a quick one, but as usual, I always have to think about every possible option before I can make a decision. Now that looks quite pretty, like that. Yeah, I think I like that better. And I might still put, let me see, could still put that across. Yes, 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 yes. I like that. Was that my little pin? Right, let's pin that back on here. Right, yes. So I should put this on next. Okay. Trim it just a little bit. Right, now I can stick this on. There we are. And I can put a snippet across this corner here. So you can just see under the words where I said Love Nana on the end, because all of my letters end with Love Nana. Now I'm just going to pop that along there, I think. I might just trim this off at the side here, it's sticking out a little bit too far for me. I know that's that way, doesn't it? There we are. Let's trim this off a touch here. Right, I think that will do. Yep, that looks quite pretty. I don't think it needs anything else. So there we are. That's my 4 pages. Oops, not those two. These two. I really like these two. I like how they've turned out. This was one I wasn't sure how it was going to work at all, but I like the green. I think it works quite nicely, especially with the purple on the other side. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. I think they've turned out quite nice. So thank you very much for joining me today, and please join me again next time. Bye for now.